I'm Vanessa and we are Orderly.
Okay, today we want to talk about inner peace. Like, actually why we chose this topic, because
I think a lot of people have the misconception that like, oh, if my house is perfect and tidy, then I will immediately feel peace. Yeah.
But then that was something that like we realized, right?
Yes.
That's not the point. Yeah.
So the formula is what? If you have a cluttered home, then your mind will be cluttered, and then you will not have inner peace. Right?
So that's First formula.
But if your home is not cluttered and your mind is still cluttered, then you will still not have inner peace.
Yes, correct. So I guess somewhere along our journey of being professional organizers, we realized that yes, we help a lot of our clients declutter their homes, right? And a lot of them then in the process they feel a lot lighter. Yes. But at the same time, there are still other aspects of their lives, their work life, personal life, family, kids and all, that they may not share with us, but we can still see that they are very overwhelmed. Still a lot of things weighing very heavily on them.
Yeah.
And also personally like I think we all go through this also. Like your home is most of the time, like actually 99% of the time, like impeccable, right? Like super minimal. You have nothing much on surfaces and all. But I know, you still feel very overwhelmed a lot of the times, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And similarly, like in 2023, I also went through something like that. Like, my house was very tidy generally. With two young kids, I mean, how perfect can it get lah? Yeah. But it was good enough for me. But then at that point in time, I was handling a lot for work, for myself, my personal life and everything. And then reached tipping point lor. Yeah. And then I just realized that, cluttered home, uncluttered home, but cluttered mind, still no inner peace. Yeah.
Okay. Because you have a cluttered mind, the clutter might come back, I feel.
The physical
clutter might come back to your home because your mind is still cluttered.
Correct. Different for everyone. Yeah, but today I want to share a little bit more about, like what inner peace is about, and maybe, what were some tips we found online or went through personally, used or did before that, may help cultivate that. So, when at the start, before the podcast, we were asking, what exactly is inner peace? Or what's the definition, right? Then I got reminded of this like metaphor or this story that my mindfulness teacher taught me about. So she said, like, imagine you have a clear glass, and you have like water and sand inside. If you mix it or stir it, the glass and the water will become like homogeneous, and then everything will just look brownish, right? But if you were to like leave the glass on the table and let it settle, the sand and the water will separate, right? So it's kind of like what this represents is the glass is your brain, your mind, right? And then the sand are like your thoughts, your overwhelmed thoughts, all the things that's going through your head. But the minute you stay still, like either you meditate or you take a breather, you rest and pause for a while, the thoughts, the good ones and the bad ones will separate, and then you'll be able to see them more distinctly. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of, because I'm quite a feeler, like I'm very empathic, I can feel a lot of things. So a lot of times when I'm like on public transport or just like in shopping malls, right, just being around people, I can feel like, even though they're not talking, they're not doing anything, I can feel what's going through their mind.
Wow.
I can feel the energy. Like I know,
Like an empath.
like I will know that they are very overwhelmed. I know that there are a million things racing through their head, and I will feel it also. Then, so it makes me kanchiong also.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, then I will have to either remove myself, or I have to look away, or I just have to do a lot of like breathing lah. Okay. Yeah, like very deep breathing, mindful breathing. My daughter is mindful breathing after recess every day.
Wow, so cute leh.
Every time, then they must trace their fingers.
Oh my gosh, in school, so cute.
After recess. So cute. Yeah, very cute. I love it. Mindful breathing. Yeah. So every time I think about that glass and the sand and the water, then I feel like day to day when we wake up, the minute we wake up, we start our day, our mind is like in a whirl, right? It's constantly mixed up. Wow, I got this to do, this to do, this to do. But it requires a lot of like awareness and effort to keep your mind still, to have the sand and the water separated at all times, because it's a practice, it's a habit, it's a muscle that you need to train. Yeah. So over time, I slowly train myself to be a lot less reactive, to kind of like see things and circumstances and scenarios and situations as it is, and then seeing myself as a third person, and then at that moment deciding what I want to do with that scenario. Like, should I react? Should I say something? Or should I not do anything? Yeah. So I realized between every reaction that I perform is a pause. If you pause, like even just a breath, it will help a lot.
So I guess inner peace is like having that peace within you and that calm within you, even if things are happening around you, and then taking it as things are happening around you and not to you, right?
Correct.
Or even if things happen to you, they might be happening for you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, which means that like the universe is doing something for you lah. Like it's pushing you towards where you need to be, where you need to go, what you need to do,
what you need to work on.
yeah, exactly.
Telling you what you need to work on.
Yeah. Wow, that's like quite tough, right? Be able to isolate all those things away from like yourself and your mind.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So like I always feel like monks are so amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like they can be like on a very in a very noisy environment, but they're still so zen. And on the contrary, we can be in a very quiet environment, but we can feel like there's so much noise in our head. So it's about, making that conscious effort to practice and then, live life every day like that. You know what's the best place to practice?
Where?
Indoor playground.
Oh my god! Oh my god! All this chaos.
Chaotic, right? Chaotic, right?
So you just sit there in the indoor playground and then you just.
No need close eyes or cross legs lah.
Yeah. What happens to me at the indoor playground? For some strange reason, every time I go to indoor playground, like random kids will come and talk to me and play with me. I don't know why. Like random kids will just.
They think you're their big 姐
I
姐.
don't know. I think so. Or like I'm just like a bigger version of a kid.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's very funny
So cute.
Yeah.
Then but do you feel like, wow, like do you enjoy yourself or do you find it very chaotic?
Sometimes it can be a bit chaotic, but like I think when I'm in the moment of playing, then I'm like quite having some fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like inner peace is also like
Being able to like
be in the moment.
Yeah, I think
yes,
so,
correct.
yes.
Like for example, right now I'm with you, we're filming a podcast, I'm focused on sharing my experiences, my thoughts in the
focusing on absorbing.
yes, osmosis mode. Then I'm in the spilling mode, right? I just talk, yep. Yeah, but and then then my mind doesn't wander to anywhere else. Yeah, so it's about telling your mind where to go, and that's the most expensive currency today. Is attention.
Yes, it is, especially with like social media, all the doom scrolling and all the
choosing to like even use social media mindfully is gonna help you a lot in your inner peace, because I find myself once I start doom scrolling, wow, I don't know, my mind goes every. Oh my goodness. My favorite meme. Help. Yeah, and recently my husband got this thing, the this brand called Bricked, that you can block out social media apps.
Oh
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's a little no, it's like a little magnet looking thing.
Okay.
It's just something, okay, but he got the Australian brand, it's called Now Locked. Basically is this thing that you can put at your table or on the fridge lah. You can program it. So every time you, let's say, okay, I want to do work now, I'll tap my phone on that thing, and then I can program, okay, what apps I want to block. So I can block out my social media apps or whatever block apps you choose lah.
Yeah.
And then you go do your work, and then you want to unblock, you must go back to tap it. So he does it every morning when he leaves for work. So no choice, he cannot use social media when he's at work in his office. Then he comes back, then he has access. So he said it has helped him with being less distracted by social media. I said, so what do you do now every time you find yourself like Then he say, I just end up doing more work lor.
Oh no, it doesn't have the work tendencies, right?
I know, right? But it helps to keep him more focused lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But his boss will love him.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of the inner peace part is also about limiting distractions. Yeah, staying focused on what you truly want to do at that moment, like or even this block of time lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I feel like like how we tend to, what are some ways, right? Like we were talking about what are some ways we can cultivate inner peace, right? Actually, for me personally, the most useful is like meditation. But meditation may sound like a very big thing or a very daunting thing if you've not done it before. But actually, meditating is simply just focusing your mind on one thing and if it wanders, notice it wander and bring it back.
What is the one thing that you focus on?
I will listen to guided meditations. That means there's someone talking.
Okay.
The person talking will say, focus on your legs or focus on, imagine a bright light coming through the crown of your head, washing energy out. So it's all these very guided visualizations. Then the more advanced ones will be like those nobody talking one, just breathing or like clear music, like nice ambient music, that kind. That one a bit high level. So I would say if anybody wants to try, go for like guided meditations first. There are like 5-minute ones. I will do like the 5 or 7-minute or 10-minute ones in the morning if my kids are not awake yet. Then I just like zen a bit and then I like decide how I want today to be like. So, oh yes, a very useful thing that I saw from this mom influencer is this trilogy. Okay, so every day you need to either every day or at that moment, like between this block of time, like between 9 to 12 right now, right? Our intention, there are 3 priorities, okay? The 3 priorities also start with P. You are either peaceful, productive, or present. Okay, so you imagine them as 3 circles, like Venn diagram, right? Yeah. If you are in the middle and you're trying to achieve all 3, you will burn out and you'll go crazy and you'll get very picture. Okay? On good days, wow, I wake up, I feel so energetic. Okay, then you might want to try to both, like between 2 circles. Maybe can, but you might not be full assing something. Like for example, you're trying to be productive while your kid is at home. You want to be productive and present at the same time. But then you know that you will get slightly distracted. Yeah. So the ideal is to really accept and be okay and not guilty when you choose one of the priorities. So right now our priority is to be productive because we want to film. Yeah, we want to finish podcast, we want to film. And then maybe later during lunch, when you fetch your kids, then you might want to be present. So then I don't get distracted by work. I'll just be with them. I have lunch with them. I talk to them. Then once that's done, move on to the next activity. Let's say you have work again in the afternoon. Then you go back to your productive priority again. Yeah. So like I realized that this trilogy has been very useful because I simply just accept that
you just choose one. Yeah, and you be okay with like not achieving the other 2
at that point in time. Yeah. So then actually you realize throughout the whole day, mostly will be like, productive, present, and then which means you need to have some pockets of time throughout the day or for a week for the peaceful part lor. Peaceful will be maybe something like you by yourself, do anything like reading a book or going to the gym. Like even eating alone is peaceful to me. Yeah. So just remember to factor those moments in. Yeah, I found that very, very helpful.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do the priority trilogy.
Priority trilogy.
Okay,
yeah.
what else? There's meditation. Okay, what else do you think we can do?
Inner peace. Go for mindfulness classes. Because it's what's that called? Skills Future can cover.
What will you learn? Like being grateful or
actually mindfulness is a whole thing by itself.
being present with your thoughts and your emotions.
Yes. And with that it comes meditation also. Some mindful yoga, gratitude, all these things lah.
Okay.
But you learn how to be more mindful in all areas of your life. Eating, breathing,
Wow.
walking.
Wow.
like talking, like everything that you do, you just learn to be mindful in every single aspect of your life. You won't become like a Zen guru and then want to go live in Bali in a resort and be like, have no Wi-Fi lah. You won't lah. Yeah, you won't. You will still, you can still incorporate what you've learned into daily life and still be productive and still, still do your work and achieve what you want to achieve lah. Yeah, but it has helped me a lot in training my mind and having like good mental hygiene.
Oh, mental hygiene. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm able to filter out okay, like I don't want to, I choose not to react to this, or I choose, this is what it is. I'm not going to fix it. Yeah, and be okay with it.
Wow.
It's a lot related to like the self-compassion part also, and everything is interconnected lor.
The ecosystem, right? Ecosystem.
Yeah. So yes, and I feel like if you've mastered this, right, you're gonna be able to show up confidently in any area of your life, like be it as a mom, as a boss, as a teacher, as an individual, as a wife, as a child, and you're gonna be like so zen. So just like imagine yourself in a shopping mall that's super crowded and you'll be like, oh, I'm fine.
I think because a lot of us get affected by like what other people say, especially for example like our parents, our in-laws, our spouses. One spouse. Okay, but like I mean like all of us have spouses. Yeah. Okay, and then maybe like I don't think like our colleagues. Then I think we all get very affected by it. So I think like I really need to put into practice this, like being able to like block it out and then not be reactive and to like be able to choose my reaction, whether it's to react or not to react.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Like just remember that between you and your action is a little gap of space. And in that gap of space is your opportunity to decide. Like you take a breather and then you decide, what am I going to do? Should I react? Should I not react?
And you were telling me like even after I've reacted, I can still stop myself and like take a step back and like, okay, you know what? Sorry, forget it. I'm just going to go.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So that is training. Yeah. You training yourself to be less reactive. Yes. Yeah, because the more you catch yourself in that moment, the more you will be able to the more aware you are.
Yeah, it's like exercising that muscle.
It is the mental muscle. It's so important. Yeah. But it's so difficult.
It is.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
Maybe like something that my husband was telling me yesterday was, okay, so yesterday we were in the car, then my son left like a blue tack dragon that he built. And then he just stuck it onto the side of the door. Then I was a bit like triggered already. I was like, wow, blue tack, that's so messy. Because I cannot stand messes. But then I was like, angry, right? Then he told me, hey, stop. I think you should take a photo of this because I think you will miss this in a few years. Now I was like, oh, I think you're right. Then I took a photo. I think so. Yeah. So I think like small things like that will help train that muscle for me to like have inner peace. Because I think nowadays, like he will leave messes around. And I used to be like very, no, you have to clean up this instant. I don't want it to be anyway. But I think as long as it's not a safety hazard, no one will trip. He actually is very good with like boundaries, which is what we're going to talk about, right? So he will say, okay, I will clear this by Thursday. And he really will do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he will enforce this boundary and then he will be the one to like make sure that it happens. Wow. So I'm very proud of him for that. And I'll be like, okay lah, since you've said this is your threshold, then I'll have to agree to it lah. I respect that exactly. Yeah. So I think
that's nice. So yeah, that's a good thing, a good habit for him also, right? To start setting these kind of boundaries and setting limits lah, in different areas of our lives. Yeah. So yes, this is what we have to share about inner peace. Hope it has been helpful. I think for a lot of our clients, when they see messes, they may get reactive and like, but as moms, we all can relate that they're only young for such a short period of time.
Yeah, I think just always keep in mind that in a few years, it might not be like 3-4 years for you yet. It might be like 10 years, but eventually there'll be a day where you will look back and you will miss this part. Like even if like at this moment you think, how can I even miss this mess? But there will be I think a time where you will miss the mess for sure.
So just remember, before you react, just take a breath and then ask yourself, how do you want to react? I think that will help a lot in cultivating that inner peace. Yay! Thanks for listening. See you guys.